Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. We are just in a game and boots are being bought. Except for this little blitzcrank over here, who wanted to go for the fairy charm first. An early philosopher's stone gives him a gold advantage no matter what, if he's able to lane correctly. Though we don't know how Tariq will cope. He might go for the fairy charm as well. He's actually going pure ward and the fairy charm, so doesn't matter, both of the supports are going for a not as aggressive build, though of course you do not really need the boots as a blitzcrank, because you can still pull. But let's go over the teams very quickly, because I think there's going to be an invade. So we have Graves, who will be on the bottom together with Tariq over here, who we all see and love. I hope. Not in a physical way, of course. And in a platonic way. We have a jungle Maokai who is spotted by a ward, so they'll know he's there. He's going to throw a sapling down, so he'll know that they are there. They are there everywhere. So good job, throwing saplings. So they're going to change direction actually. Maokai is going to go for his wolves first, which is a smart decision. They have it warded, they could actually steal the minions no matter what. So good move there, Maokai, backing off. We have an Annie as well, who will be middle, and a Jax on top. However, let's go into this invader squad over here, spotted by a ward. All 5 of them are going to try and steal the red buff. They were spotted by a ward, so I don't think Maokai will try and stop them. And if Maokai plays it smart, he might actually go for their red instead. We shall see. The Wraiths are already being stolen. So we have a Jace, who will be top, who will take a minion, or 2 minions. 1 Wraith left behind. Jace now going back to the top, so we'll go to Blitzcrank, who will be bottom together with Ezreal. They pull the red and they are going to take it. We have Nocturne jungling right over here. It is going to have a very quick red and will have an easy gank. However, there are a lot of wards in that jungle already, so it might be hard to do. And then last but by all means not least, we have Twisted Fate, whose fate is rather twisted. Jace and Jax already meeting each other just in the lane, but hey, we want minions to kill. Back off. Oh, no, don't get caught. Guys, you should have realized he was there. Blitzcrank actually fairly low as well, but nobody died. Of course not, it would have been silly. Blitzcrank used his flash, however. So that's an important factor. Graves did the same, that's also an important factor. Good ward there by Blitzcrank, not only because they're facing off a Tariq, and that Tariq loves to stand in bushes, but because he's a Blitzcrank, so if Tariq wants to stand in the bush with that less of HP, Blitzcrank will just pull the bugger and he will die. So as you can see, there's an Ezreal in this team, and I try, for the love of God, I try to find an AP Ezreal on this elo, but it just doesn't work. Ezreal is the top tier AD carry for now, so on this high elo you pick AP Ezreal. Even though he is viable, he's just so much stronger as an AD carry now. That's a gank by Maokai. He doesn't want to Twisted Advance, instead going to soak up a lot of damage, going to flash away, is going to survive, so not too sure what he wanted to do with that gank. He knew that if he was going to Twisted Advance, Jace was going to flash towards his tower and he would die. So good move there by not going Twisted Advance onto Jace. But at least use your Arcane Smash or something. Instead you took a whole lot of beating there. And it might be dangerous to take these wolves, even though you are a Maokai. It's always hard to cast with a Blitzcrank, because you need to keep all your lanes in check. Maokai almost dying there, but he should be fine. Because a Blitzcrank hook can happen really fast, and if he's able to land it, you're dead, normally. Unless you have flash, or unless your support is being very clever with supporting stunts, isn't that right, Tariq? That might be a pull, but it won't be one. Quick draw of Graves is of course very good to juke out Blitzcrank pulls, just like Severe Spell Shield. You're just able to dodge, and don't get me started on Hassan's Flux. I mean Arcane Shift. That's a lot of damage at Blitzcrank going from the rear, gets stunned, is pull ready, I don't know, Ezreal still able to do a lot of damage, pull missing there, even though it could have hit, maybe, I don't know. The range might have been too far anyway. Nocturne going in from behind onto Annie. Annie getting the stun onto Twisted Fate, but Twisted Fate is also able to get the stun onto Annie. Annie gets ignited, Annie will die. Nocturne taking the kill, however. I thought for sure that it would have been Twisted Fate. Instead, Twisted Fate will just push the lane. Maokai will now be there to defend it, however, Apparently the wolves hasn't been killed yet on the wolf camp, and Blitzcrank is now able to get the kill onto the Taric, but at the same time Graves was able to kill Ezreal. Don't know if Blitzcrank should have used his rocket grab onto Taric there, because I think Ezreal would have gotten a certain kill. Nocturne now going in. Will Graves be able to get the kill fast enough? I don't think he will, and that's just death. That's death. That's death for you. You couldn't escape it even if you wanted to. That's another kill. So that was very interesting. Maokai doing it all by himself? Sorry, I'm going to go back for that. I'm going to go even further, because how did he... Did he flash in? I don't know. Why is Twisted Fate so... Well, it might have been Annie that got him so low, and then you had Maokai just going to throw Sapling down onto your face. The Sapling was able to hit him apparently, but the red buff is just too strong for Twisted Fate. And that was a nice arcane smash, just hitting, slowing Twisted Fate. Auto attack will do the rest. So good job, Maokai, getting Twisted Fate off guard. Just like me, I didn't expect a thing, to be honest. It's just a Maokai, what's he gonna do? Kill me to death? Apparently, yes. Now, I've casted 2 games today, but I haven't uploaded them because there was always something wrong. Just, yeah, fuck my life and all that stuff. But it was always a Jace on top, and they've always played at the exact same style. That is, pushing the lane onto the tower, doing some damage onto the other guy, and then making him so that he either has to leave the lane or tower dive him and kill him. You have Ignite, once it's off cooldown he will probably use it to get a kill. We shall see in the future. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe Annie is level 5. Maybe. Is Nocturne level 6? No, so he's not that big of a threat yet, because once Nocturne hits level 6, he's a force to be reckoned with. Together with Twisted Fate, who can teleport even further than Nocturne can. But Nocturne can turn your screen invisible and pure black. Ezreal using his cleanse there to remove the stun Taric did onto him, but instead Taric and Graves decide, so let's back off, wait for my stun to be off cooldown, and go again. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, that's so evil, you two. Anyway, Twisted Fate is level 6, he wants to gank somewhere, won't be able to gank Jax. He doesn't want to. Will that be a pull of Blitzcrank? It might work. He is going to go for the safety first, and then it's an easy pull afterwards. But Taric was able to subdue the Ezreal there, but Ezreal still goes and is going strong. So who won that little fight off? I don't know. Taric can heal, of course, so it's not that bad of a deal for Blitzcrank. Now that Blitzcrank is gone, they're immediately going on to Ezreal. You cannot leave your carry, but now it's actually Graves in a bad position. Graves was still able to flash away, so both of them will get away. Too bad Maokai was there. They will not get a kill. Twisted Fate has his ultimate ready. Nocturne as well, so they want to go on to Maokai. He is going to back off. Is not going to be able to land the pull. They aren't able to bait it as well, because pings are going down like crazy. Ward here by blue team, so they knew that both Twisted Fate and Nocturne were going to gank them, so they were smart enough to not even get pulled by Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank not going to try anymore, though if he can grab Graves, then that might still be a dead Graves. Ezreal doesn't have that much mana. He should have enough for Arcane Shift though. We shall see. Blue is going to be given to Twisted Fate. I'm keeping my eye on you, Blitzcrank. Don't you pull without me watching. I must go here now, for Jax is being aggressive onto Jace. So the tables has been turned. Damn you, Blitzcrank! I saw you pull there. You didn't get away from me. Twisted Fate going with the Ignite onto Jace. Jace will die. Grace will die. Sorry, they sound the same. They don't look the same, though they have skins that actually look rather the same, but that's just me. Will that be a dragon for red team? There's a ward there, and there's an Annie with a Tibbers. So you need to be careful. Twisted Fate a level ahead onto Annie, however, so that's good. Well, of course, thanks to the nice gank of Nocturne in the beginning, Twisted Fate was able to pull through. However, of course, Maokai was able to get the kill as well. So it should have evened it out a little bit. And now I realize I don't have any water around, so my voice will probably die. You might already hear it crumbling, destroying itself from within. Yeah, do a low voice, Nightspectre. Talk like this, a raspy voice. That might be good for your voice, you stupid. I'm sorry. It's just what I do sometimes. Really? Oh, it's Pulsefire Ezreal, that explains. I thought it was Jace that made those sounds for a while, and then I thought, no. No, they don't. Boom! Jace time. Going to slam you with my hammer. You cannot stun nobody. So now Jace again turning the table onto the Jax. They are both pushing each other towards the tower. Now it's Nocturne who will be able to sneak in from behind. He still has his ultimate. So Paranoia might come down whenever the minions are starting to tank the turret, which is now, so they should go in now. There aren't many minions, they should go for it. However, there's a Maokai as well. Nocturne does not want to use, and a nice hammer there, tossing the Jax towards Nocturne, so that will be a kill. Using the Paranoia now to get the kill, but that was a little bit too many turret shots there for Jace, so it's a pity indeed. Jace shouldn't have died in that situation. Instead, now it's a 1-for-1. Not the best. But hey, at least it's action, guys, and we want action. Don't die, Blitzcrank. I was going... Yes, you pulled, didn't you? I knew you were going to pull, but you do not want to pull in a grave, so you can do buckshot, and it will do more damage. Well, that's a cleanse a little bit late, but it will be enough. Now Twisted Fate trying to go in for a gank. He has Destiny off cooldown, so he could do it. But all in lone against the Graves and the Taric, the newborn duo of destruction. Oh, Ezreal is going to get stunned. Will he be able to get away? He arcane shifts. But it won't be enough for Taric. Pings are going down. Twisted Fate using Destiny is going to teleport in from behind. And that's a nice kill onto Taric. Using global ultimates on his face. So as you can see, Red Team has both Ezreal, both Nocturne, both Twisted Fate. Which is a nice comp to have. Because 3 of them can attack you from pretty much everywhere on the map. It's hard to do as an Ezreal, of course, and the range is of course limited for both Twisted Fate and especially Nocturne on the early levels. But still, it's a force to be reckoned with, and a comp that might be good. Just imagine them having a Shen in the jungle. No, that won't work. A Shen on top. They would have global ultimates deluxe. Yeah, even Lux as a support, you could use her, but Blitzcrank is probably more viable. But he doesn't have a global ultimate. Yeah. Get Lux next time and the Shen on top, though Shen probably got banned straight away. Oh my god, that was an amazing pull. However, there's a Maokai in the rear, so you do not want to pull in a Graves. When that happens, Twisted Advance is of course able to just tag along with the Arcane Shift, and that will be a kill onto Ezreal. Will Nocturne go in? I don't know. If Blitzcrank is able to pull, then maybe. But there's an Annie in the rear. Twisted Fate should be able to stun her. She wasn't standing in the brush. Stun going down onto Annie. Tibbers will not get thrown because the fear is just too long. Annie will try and just juke them. Wants to go for the Twisted Fate, but maybe she should have thrown Tibbers in there just no matter what. Oh, Nocturne going to flash over. I thought that Blitzcrank might be able to get the grab. But of course, I keep forgetting how that name is called. The Duskbringer, yes it was, I called it. And that will be a kill onto Taric. Not too sure what he was going to do against 3 of them. He's going to use his ultimate for extra damage. Maybe extra healing? I don't know. They are actually able to survive Ezreal's ult, missing all of them. But Twisted Fate was actually able to throw in the wild cards to get the kill onto Maokai. Now it's Jax going in from the rear. Another wild cards onto the Taric, however. So that's a good kill by Twisted Fate no matter what. Now Jace is there as well. Blitzcrank should try to go in for the pull. Duskbringer to get in closer. Wasn't able to hit anyone, but will Blitzcrank be able to pull? And he was actually able to pull Jax. Jax, of course, not really the right target. He wanted to go for Graves instead. Graves, Jace with... I always have champions who I switch names with. And now I have a new one. Jason Graves. Normally I didn't do it in the past, but now, yes, I'll say Jace to Graves and Graves to Jace. Annie is already back in her lane. She doesn't want to go against Onto Dragon, even though she has Tibbers. It won't be enough against 4. So Red Team playing awesome right about now, using their comp to the fullest, being everywhere on the map. Annie pushing her lane whilst there were 4 red guys taking dragons, so that should be dangerous. Nocturne going to say hello. Nocturne is of course very good against Annie thanks to that spell shield, and now Nocturne going in with the fear will be able to get a lot of damage done onto Annie. Annie still has Tibbers. She is trying to get her stun ready. It is ready. Tibbers going down. One more auto attack will be more than enough using the Paranoia, but he will die thanks to Ignite. Trying to heal, but it won't work. So nice try there, Nocturne. Go back to the void. Oh. Well, my voice is most certainly going down after this. I hope the game won't be too long, because then I will die. Taric standing in a brush like a Taric does best, needs to back away because of course if he gets pulled by Blitzcrank that far off. Twisted Advance going to hit together with the stun, but Ezreal was able to cleanse away. He now gets exhausted, is going to die probably thanks to the buckshot and the ultimate. Ace in the hole. Is it Ace in the Hole? No, it's collateral damage. What's Ace in the Hole then? That's probably Caitlyn's ultimate. Well, it looks the same. Jay's getting damaged upon by the little Jax over there, but he was able to just do fine. Blue is up, will be given to Twisted Fate momentarily. Same goes for Annie, so she should push her lane and get their own blue. Jax going to the middle, not too sure why. Twisted Fate was going to have blue. Actually, Maokai trying to steal blue. That's not the smartest thing to do, because now they know that you aren't at blue, so they can steal your blue. Of course, if it works, then very well, but all by yourself, you need Annie to get steals. Go quickly to your blue, or else it gets stolen by, I don't know, Jace. Jace missing there, that's a pity. Now Jax going to counter-strike. Yep, I was able to stun. So he was at least able to negate some of the damage Jace would have been able to do. But Jace hasn't given up yet, even though he's fairly low on mana. Of course, every time Jace is in his hammer form, he regenerates mana just like a Taric. It's probably the power of hammers in this game. They regenerate your mana. Don't know why. But it's a team. Jay's just going to have every single... Oh, as I was going to say, he misses too. Nocturne is in the rear. He has his paranoia not off cooldown yet. He used it to get the kill onto Annie, who is going to sneak in from behind, probably steal the Wraiths. No, she's actually going to gank on the top, but there's a Nocturne there as well. Jax, of course, has the ward. Annie now going in, stuck between Twisted Fate and Nocturne, so she needs to get away immediately, because Twisted Fate has his ultimate, so he can be there at just a snap of my finger. Maokai taking blue there. A pity for Annie indeed. Annie isn't, of course, that mana deficient as a character, because when she kills someone... Oh no, never mind, there's a Jax going in on the Jace together with a, yes indeed, a Maokai, but guess who's there? It's Twisted Fate stunning the Maokai. Maybe he should have gone for the Jax instead, but doesn't really matter, he got the kill. He's going to flash in, never mind, they might actually get both of them. Jax using his ultimate to reduce the damage, able to leap strike to safety, but another slow onto by Twisted Fate, but his cards missed. I don't think it would have been enough, but it would have been nice to see it hit. Shroud of Darkness, eh? Will it work? It should work. Oh, that should be a pull by Blitzcrank. However, he is all by himself, and that's big buckshot, damn it, onto his face. Will not be able to get away off that one just yet. Nocturne arriving, going in from the rear. Clever. He is level 11, so the range of his paranoia is now greater than it ever was before. Jay's going to check out the mana buff. But you already have it. Maokai got it and you got Maokai. So that was probably a reason to kill Maokai as well, just to get that blue. On a Jace, it's wonderful. He can spam every ability in the game. If Blitzcrank is able to land the pull on no matter what, I think it will be a kill, just because Nocturne is there. But they are being a little bit too patient. I don't know whether or not Nocturne will wait it out for eternity. They have the vision onto Maokai, he will not be able to go in. Yes, he will? I don't know. Blitzcrank will go for a blind pull there, that won't get anyone. So I think Nocturne has just wasted a lot of his time. If he's very patient, he might go for it, and yes, he will. Going in onto Grace, gets the fear off. Blitzcrank fairly low, should back off right about now. They aren't actually able to do a lot of damage, thanks to, of course, Maokai's ultimate, and that was a mountain of damage onto Ezreal. Twisted Fate going in from behind. Don't know why he used his ultimate for such a close range, but hey, you must be quick in this game. Be quick about your business. And Twisted Fate now going to just walk around, zoning away the Grace, who is just able to do a lot of damage. Did you see that on Ezreal? He had full health, pretty much, and then he was gone. You have Ezreal, and it's gone. Twisted Fate, and they both get stunned at the same time, which is quite hilarious. Duskbringer not hitting the Taric, so it won't get a kill. Annie trying to destroy this tower, but I don't think she will be there in time. Blitzcrank is there as well, so he will be able to just zone her away, and it should, because if he's able to pull her underneath the tower, then you will die. Almost. So that's 2 towers for red team, and Jace getting leap strike by Jax, but Jax doesn't care. Jace doesn't care. That's a lot of damage. Jace should start carrying right about now. Is going to run away, gets ignited, will not survive. He will not survive. Thank you. Dragon is about to spawn. They already gathered around. Pink ward placed down just to check out. Do they have vision on this magnificent beast? And no, they don't. So Blitzcrank going in onto Dragon, even though Nocturne isn't there just yet, so they don't have Smite. But as long as Maokai doesn't know they're doing Dragon, and a nice ward there once more, just to check out whether or not Maokai is there, then they don't really need Smite. They might actually use Ezreal's ultimate to Smite. Oh, actually, they did Smite no matter what. Wasn't really necessary. Oh, that's gonna be a dead Maokai. They have the ward. If Maokai walks into this brush, actually, it's Blitzcrank saying, no, we go now. And that actually ruined the moment, because I really think Maokai might have gone in there. Blue is up. Nocturne is going for it. Twisted Fate will receive it. Dynamic Camera. Make some moves. Ward destroyed by Nocturne. Good spotting there, Dynamic Camera. I should learn to work together with the Dynamic Camera and myself, because it's so dynamic. And it gets pretty much everything. But it's hard to cast on, because look where he goes now. He just goes everywhere. And now he's going to check out how he recalls. That's not important. That's not important. That's important. Look what I found, Dynamic Camera. It's a Nocturne versus Maokai. One of the best battles in history. That's not the case, but still. It could have been. Ah! I always use the minimap to move, but you need to do it like this. Look, I learned a new move, guys. Whee! Whee! But it's pretty hard to do. Maybe I have a bad mouse for it, but that's a lot of damage going down onto Nocturne. Is he able to spell shield? No, actually, and he went straight for Twisted Fate. He should have gone for Nocturne there. And he gets pulled by Blitzcrank. Nocturne will die no matter what, so that's a kill. A slow kill, however. Jace is now into the mix. We'll try and get a lot of kills. Jace going in, going strong. Jace now needs to back away because that was a lot of buckshot damage. Taric stunning Blitzcrank. Same goes for Graves, and that will be a nice kill by Twisted Fate with the wildcard. Ezreal going in from the rear. He doesn't care, wants to get the kill onto Tibbers, who is worth 50G. Tibbers able to flash away. Amazing play by Tibbers, not giving 50G to the Ezreal. And sorry, I missed the more important part. But hey, Tibbers survived, guys. Or will Blitzcrank be able to get Tibbers? I don't know, Blitzcrank trying to pull Tibbers, but Tibbers was able to dodge. Good job, Tibbers. Surviving and then dying like a hero. So too bad for Taric, he wasn't able to get a little shred onto Twisted Fate, so Twisted Fate was executed, not giving any money to the blue team. So red team pulling ahead rather steadily now, almost a 10k gold lead. And apparently Blitzcrank wants to check out Baron. He has oracles, he can destroy wards. You know, when Maokai had oracles, yeah, they killed him. So yeah, maybe that's also during this fight when I say they should have gone for Jax, they went for Maokai. Maybe Maokai had oracles, he probably did. So good decision there, red team. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Big damage there by Jax, returned though by Jace, who has a red buff. And I think Jax now realized that he has, because that will give Jace an edge in a fight, even though he is of course a Jax. The Master of Arms. Well, I have 2 arms. And with 2 arms, I mean 2 weapons, not 2... Pretty much everyone has 2 arms, guys, especially in the league. Jack's gonna get Duskbringer done. You see where Jack's left, that there was, in fact, no Duskbringer. No Shadow. And a pull by Blitzcrank. This is one of the wonders of Blitzcranks. They can just pull blue, and it's theirs. Oh no, Taric, you do not want to be there. A nice little ultimate there by Maokai negating 20% of the damage there. But will it be enough? A good Tibbers by Annie will do a lot of damage on Blitzcrank. But is he the right target? Apparently not, for Jace is just wrecking the house. Twisted Fate is going to throw wildcards down. Nocturne going to die as well. So for now it is paying off. Will they get the kill onto Twisted Fate? They probably will, because shot down by Graves. That's why. Blitzcrank going to run away. Almost getting the ace there. Ezreal wasn't there in that fight. Keep that in mind. It's an important factor, because else I don't think it would have turned out that way for blue team. But instead they were able to get the kill easily enough. So good job trying to pull ahead, because there was a 10k goal difference. Now it's only 7k. And they are going to destroy a lot of towers because of it. So the gap will only close even more. Also, you have a Jax on the enemy team, so if they're able to go in onto the late game, I believe that blue team has the stronger team composition. I'm just saying, it's pretty hard to do a lot of burst damage on a Twisted Fate if you're not ahead. And Annie, on the other hand, is just able to nuke an entire team down if she can position herself correctly. Or more importantly, if red team positions themselves incorrectly. That's the reason why you don't see as many Annies lately, because it's all about positioning. And in high elo you don't see as many mistakes as you would want to. But I think Annie is still a strong champion. Hell, she's Annie. She's one of the best. She's Little Red Riding Hood. Maokai farming top. Trying to push this last beacon of hope for red team. But they have destroyed rather the middle tower already, so that's their first. Blitzcrank going together with Twisted Fate onto the top lane to help Jace pull and push. The 2 P's of success with Blitzcrank. Pull and push. And penetrate their defenses. The 3 P's. No, PP sounds more important. Let's keep it at 2. Nocturne going in onto Annie. Well, it was actually Azrael who was going in there. Sorry that I missed that. However, Annie is still able to survive. Quite a lot of burst there. Now they're going in onto Maokai. They shouldn't focus Maokai. They should focus Little Graves here. Only Nocturne focusing Graves. Graves just able to heal himself with the Bloodthirster. Probably. No, he doesn't even have a Bloodthirster. How the hell? That's gonna be a kill onto the Jax, I think. Or will Twisted Fate actually be dying first? No, the wildcards were actually able to hit Jax. Now it's gonna be a dead Blitzcrank. And this is looking ever so bleak for red team. They aren't able to pull ahead. Now, of course, Azrael was in a very bad position carry-wise. Graves, on the other hand, was in the best position. I'm not too sure why Azrael was there. Maybe I should have gone back a little bit and check it out how he got there. But that was a real mess for Azrael. Now Graves is of course a stronger carry in the end already than Azrael. Is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He has 10 kills already. Azrael is 1 to 6. So even though red team has the gold advantage, gold-wise the gold is spread more on the key players of blue team. Jax has 3 kills. Graves has 10 kills, so that's a force to be reckoned with. No Fates proc Azrael. That's a pity. So as long as they cannot shut down Graves in a team fight first, he will just wreck you. And there's nothing they can do about it. Baron is going to get killed by red team. So if they're able to get this Baron, they might pull through. Nice ultimate uses there by Twisted Fate, showing the position of their enemies. So that should be an easy Baron. It's almost down. I'm going to tap now because I cannot see who's coming. They're going to try and get the snipe and smite in. It won't work. That's gonna be a very dead Jax. Nocturne dying as well. Good tip is there by Annie, getting the Jace and Blitzcrank. So I don't think that red team now has the damage potential to kill Graves. He is going. He is killing. He is going like a madman. Wildcards going down by Twisted Fate. If he's able to land the perfect wildcards, he might actually be able to get a kill here onto either Graves or maybe now Taric as well. Taric needs to be careful. If the stun, yes, the stun went down, and then Annie will try and get the kill, but it won't be enough. So now one more wildcards could get both of them. Stun going down onto Annie, wildcards going down to Graves, Graves dodging them, standing in between. Twisted Fate with the upper hand in this fight over here, but there is a Maokai. If Maokai is able to Twisted Advance onto the Twisted Fate, then it will be a dead Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate, actually, Graves has lifesteal, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He has the Vampiric Scepter, and that's the Twisted Advance I was talking about. Killing Twisted Fate, but he did wonderful. He did amazing, and you will die in honor. Well, you'll have a proper burial. So, red team has respawned. Twisted Fate's little antics over there made it so that blue team wasn't actually able to take any objectives. They all tried to kill Twisted Fate. And instead, Twisted Fate actually turned it around. He killed them instead, killing 2 people in a 4v1. Just kiting them into infinity and beyond. So, another dragon for red team. They haven't missed out on dragons, and you know the saying. If you have control over the dragon and the baron, you have control over the game. And you will win. However, I don't see them turning this into their advantage. So they need to flash over the wall. They will not succeed. Nocturne now going in, getting the kill onto Taric. So both supports are down. Will the Graves die? That's the most important of them all. Now Azrael going in onto Jax. Jax is of course a force to be reckoned with. Going to leap strike towards Jace. Jace still surviving with barely any HP. And now there's Twisted Fate destinying in. teleporting with the gate. They are going to back off. Jack surviving the ignite as well. Twisted Fate might again try to go for his old snipey antics. But instead he will go for blue, which is necessary. Because he's an AP carry and they love blue. And it will lower the cooldown on his next destiny as well. So yeah, do it. Take blue. Don't get kills. This was an equal trade-off. And red team was able to focus Graves, so that's the most important. If they are able to kill Graves, they are technically ahead. It's just Graves that's able to stop them from getting total control of this game, which is awesome. It's like a movie. And he is of course a force to be reckoned with at all times. She is also very utile. She has high utility. Thanks to her global stun she can do with Tibbers. Or her cone of fire, I don't care. It's actually incinerate and disintegrate. Very hard names actually for one of the early game characters. You could have used Fireball. Nobody had Fireball back in the day when Annie was there. Oh look, it's Nocturne. That's of course another plus for red team is they have Blitzcrank. If Blitzcrank is able to pull the right person, that's not Taric by the way, he can stun you straight afterwards. Of course Taric isn't that tanky yet, so he's not that big of an issue if you pull him. However, if they pull Jackson, unless they have perfect CC onto Jax, Jax is very susceptible to CC and AP damage. So if they're able to CC him completely, then they might shut down Jax, which is a good thing, but it'll take some time for them to kill Jax, and then Annie and Graves will just be able to shoot them down. Annie going in with the Tibbers onto Twisted Fate, a prime target to kill there. Now Jax going in onto Jace. Jace going to try and do some damage, but it won't work. Red team needs to back off immediately. Amazing Annie play, I must say. Totally turning around the grip of Black team. And now Graves is just going mental, showing that everyone that he is a very fat carry. He actually got both of the kills there. Well, there were 3 kills, and he probably got one as well. No, it was Jax. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought it was Jax getting one of the kills. But Graves got 2 of those kills, and now they are just going to pull ahead. Our blue team going to win this. That would be awesome. Nocturne going in, trying to prevent them, but going in on a Jax who is fairly tanky. As it is, you can't kill him. So that will be a dead Nocturne. Azrael is still there trying to do anything, but he is not that strong of a carry. Well, Azrael is strong of course, but not this Azrael. He was actually a little bit feeding. Well, he wasn't really feeding, it was actually Graves that just was playing awesomely together with Taric, and Azrael just wasn't able to pull ahead onto the bottom lane afterwards. Twisted Fate trying to go in on a sniper kill will succeed in getting Annie, but will die instead. Was it worth it then? I don't know. I actually do not know. Because they gave assists to both Jax, Maokai and Annie. And I think Grace was there as well. I don't know if he got the assist. I don't think he did. But still, that's 1 kill for Twisted Fate, who is actually the most fat player of red team. So he is the big guy. Just like Graves is for... Oh my god, look at that red buff. Look at the damage. That was 2 auto attacks. Already bringing Azrael to 1/3 of its HP. Azrael, of course, a very elusive character. Is able to get away just barely though. That Graves is so strong. Now he's going back onto Azrael with the ignite and the... Oh my god, that was awesome. Nocturne now going to try. He will not succeed. That Graves just has too much lifesteal as it is. He's the carry, and an endgame carry is just too strong. And that will probably be GG. Graves just shooting everyone down to smithereens there. Oh, there's a lot of Z sounds in the world. I know, and I'm not even French. This is madness. Madness? This is Paris. The country of culture. No, it's the city of culture, even though it's not. Well, yeah, I don't know. Paris is beautiful, of course, but it's not that good. Well, maybe it is. I don't know, I'm just ranting about Paris, and I'm not really that big of a Francophile. So that's the last tower. Will Twisted Fate be able to just do another poke to try and stop them? Jack's able to just counter-strike onto him, and that's a Tibbers onto your face. It's not really the best thing you can have on your face. Tibbers now dying! No, Tibbers! What have I done? Poor Tibbers has died! This is the last fight. Will they be able to? Well, they shut down Jax, that's a given. They will go on to Graves. Graves, of course, able to quick draw to safety, able to just go further, but Jace was able to get Graves. So good job, Jace, killing Graves, but that will be an ace. And a GG for blue team. The gold-wise, they aren't still that far ahead, but they were just able to pull through purely game comp-wise. Annie using her hourglass, it won't be long enough, girl. You will die. And you can see her underpants. I don't think that's legal. Maybe I should put my hand in front of it. No, that's like I'm touching her. No, sorry. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. It was quite a turnaround, but as I said, you have a Jax and a Graves on your team. The end game comp of blue team was just better. Red team should have ended it sooner, instead made a bit of mistakes in the middle of the game, so they couldn't really pull through as much as they wanted to, and for that, they lost. However, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Bye!